Hey guys, I'm Andy and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. That's your vibe. I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And today's video is going to be my May update for the Nightmare on Panning Street project pan. If you want to hear all about that and see what we're rolling in this month, then let's just get on into it. Alright, so if you don't know anything about this project, it was created by Gerard and Valerie, and it goes from Halloween of 2023 to Halloween of this year, 2024. It's a roulette-style project pan where you pick 6 or 13 prompts and choose collection-specific goals for the products. And then I am doing Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty idea where no matter if you hit any goals or not, you're always rolling in 6 prompts because there's like 69, 70 movies to get through. So it is a lot. We have a lot to get through today. So we're only going to be talking about items that I've either hit goal on or have progress on from the last month of May. So let's just start and get into it. I'm going to grab all the products I have progress on and we'll start. All right, it was a lot to get out everything. So we will be rolling in quite a few prompts, as always. So, to start, Carrie. We're finally rolling that out. An item that's a sin not to have in your collection. And that is the ColourPop Super Shock in the shade Ice Dream. I got my 6th use on this on April 24th. It was right after I filmed the last month's video. So, because I filmed it like 2 days early. So it was right after I filmed it. But I got my 6th use on this. So this is now rolling out. And I'm very, very happy to say that. So we have 1 rollout so far. Let's see. What is next? We have Annabelle. And Annabelle was a pigmented or bold blush. And for that, I picked out this Jaclyn Cosmetics Loose Luminous Blush in the shade Loverboy. And I finally got my 6th use on this May 3rd. So this has been in since the very beginning of the project. So fine. I really do like the blush. I just never used it. I had so many blushes in projects that it just didn't get used because I do love it. So that is a 2nd rollout. Let's see. What is next? Beauty Moon Cosmetics Loose Pigment. I've used this once in May, so we're at 1 out of 6 uses for this guy. Oh, and that was for Alien. Excuse me, I didn't read what movie that was. That was for something one of a kind or Alien your collection. At the time, this was the only Beauty Moon Cosmetics shade I had in my collection. I now have another one, but at the time, this was the only one I had. So, and I'm at 1 out of 6 uses. Next for Rosemary's Baby, a new item in your collection. And at the time, it was this BH Cosmetics Floral Blush in Fiji Fun. I used it once in May for a total of 5 out of my 6 uses. So this will definitely be a rollout for next month. Next, let's see. For the Blob. A putty or cream product. And I picked this Physicians Formula Bronze Gem Bronzer. It is a cream. And I hit my 6th use on this on April 24th. So that same day, it was right after I filmed the last one. So this is a rollout as well. See, if I had just waited, I would have had more rollouts last month. So let's see, for Hereditary. That's a nostalgic product, and I picked these Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks. This is the only one I have left in my collection. But this used to be the only liquid lip that I owned, and this is in the shade Fighter. I've used it twice in May for a total of 5 out of my 6 uses. It is what is on my lips today as the liquid lip. This will absolutely be a rollout for next month. No doubt about that. For Halloween, that was a set of sheet masks or a full-size sheet mask. So, put everything on top of them. I went with my last 2 sheet masks that I had remaining in my collection, which were the Esfolio Green Tea and Esfolio Rose Essence sheet masks. I used the last one on May 5th. So, I assume I used this one the last week of April because I used this one in May, and I used them 1 week apart. So, got these done. I really like these folio masks, so I would absolutely purchase those again. But those are an empty, and that is a prompt rolling out. So, for American Psycho. American Psycho. That's just a skincare product. And I didn't grab any of my skincare products that aren't like empties because I just didn't want to. You'll just have to trust me on it. I used it 4 times in May for a total of my 6 use goal. So that is rolling out. But you can't see any progress on it in the tube because there's a giant air bubble in it. But it's just a face cleanser and I use it once a week on Fridays. My brain decided to short circuit for a second, but I use it once a week on Fridays, and then there were 2 weeks that I used it twice because I was having some acne flare-ups, which I figured out why, and now that I'm no longer using that product, we're all good. So then we have the Blair Witch Project, and that was an item you wear on a makeup, no makeup day, and I picked the Milani Lip Balm in Strawberry Lemonade, right? Yeah. And I hit my 6th use goal on this on April 28th. I love this. It lives on my desk. It is a really good lip balm. 10 out of 10. So that is another goal met. We have the Invisible Man. Something that erases. So this erases your pores. This is a blurring balm primer from danessa Myricks. That is what it's looking like now. I'll try to insert a picture of what it looked like when we rolled it in, but I used it 3 times in May for a total of 5 out of my 6 uses. So again, this will be a rollout for next month because I have just 1 more use on it. I wouldn't purchase the full size. Like, I don't hate this, but I don't love it as much as I thought I did when I first got it. My retinol serum, I didn't grab that either. I've only used it once in May. I'm at 2 out of my 6 uses. Oh, I didn't grab this. The Sophia and Mabelle spray. I wish I would have put tape on it to show you, but I am so close to finishing it. I think I have 1 more day left, and that will be a finish. The Children of the Corn. And the spray was for the mist, which was to have a mist. The Children of the Corn. Let's see. The Children. Where are you? Right? Is it the just Children of the Corn? Good Lord. A food-related item. So I went with this NYX liner. It's in the shade Espresso because, I mean, it's a drink. That's food-related to me. It's on my lips today as my lip liner. I've used it twice in May for a total of 4 out of my 6 uses. So I would assume I'll be able to get that done for next update. Next, we have Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs. Where are you? a lotion. And again, I didn't want to bring my lotion over here because you can't see through it, but I did use it 6 times, and I hit that goal on April 29th. So that is another goal met. Jeez. For the ring, that was something you wanted to show the ring on. So I picked this ColourPop pressed powder in the shade. I didn't know this still had the sticky on it. You could see through that just fine. That's crazy. So sorry, ADHD moment. But it's the pressed powder, the no filter pressed powder in the shade Light. And I've made a little bit of a dent because this had never been used. So I've used it because I'm tracking usage 7 times so far. So we'll see how long it takes me to actually hit pan on that, if I can do it by the end of the project. Next we have the Strangers. An item that's a stranger to you or you've never used. This was brand new when I rolled this in. And this is the Jaclyn Bronzer in the shade Birthday Suit. I do have this on today. I've used it 3 times in the month of May for a 4 out of 6 use goal. It's a nice bronzer. It's just fine. For Reanimator, I believe that was just a serum. QR Reanimator. Yeah, a serum. So that was my Dr. Jart Brightenin serum. I just wanted to finish this. So there was the expiration date on it was you only could use this for 30 days. There is 1 use left in here that I didn't get to by that 30-day mark. So this is a finish because I had to declutter this because the vitamin C goes bad after 30 days. Like, you only get 30 days with this. So I'm going to count it as a finish, because I got everything but 1 use out of it. Like, I'll even see if you can see down in there. There's just nothing. Like, there's not even enough for a full pipette. So I'm going to count that as a goal met. And then the last one, Candyman. Says the Candyman can. The product with such a long name, it takes you 5 times to say it, or a candy-scented or themed product. And I went with candy-scented. Because to me, these YSL Volupte Rouge lipsticks smell like peach rings. Oh, they smell so good. I have the shade 150. Which I don't remember what the actual shade name is off the top of my head. I have it in my spreadsheet. But I used it once in May for a total of 2 out of my 6 uses. So, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus 6 equals 14 prompts we're rolling in. Jeez Louise. How many prompts are even left? Let me clear off my desk and just check on something. So there are only 9 options left, so we're just going to roll all 9 options in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're really just going to see what order I write them down in, to be honest. So we have A Quiet Place, Sarah the Bone Woman, which that's one of the only movies on here that, like, I have never heard of. Sarah the Bone Woman. So if you've watched that movie or know what it's about, I mean, I know I can look it up, but, like, give me knowledge. Thank you for giving me one of my favorite movies, finally. A bit rude, if you ask me, to leave it till the end. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Alright, what's next? The Shining. Which, funny, I call myself such a horror buff, and I've never seen The Shining. And I feel like that's a horror movie sin. What is next? The Grudge. Alright, now what? It Follows. I did not like that movie. It Follows. Alright, down to our final three. Sleepaway Camp. That's another movie that, like, I don't know anything about it. Sleepaway Camp. The name gives me, like, 70s horror movie vibe. What are we getting? Amityville Horror? Yeah. Classic. Amityville Horror. And that means our last movie is Jaws. So, I am going to go find products for all of these, and I will be back to share those with you. Alright, that took absolutely forever, but I have everything. Alright, so we're going to start with A Quiet Place, which was a product you have to concentrate so hard to apply you can't speak. So I'm going to go with this ZC liquid liner, and it is in this beautiful, like, burgundy reddish brown. I don't really like liquid liners, so when I do apply them, I can't talk, I can't breathe. I'm not a fan of felt-tipped liner pens. Let me get that off before it won't come off. But 6 uses on all of these products except for the very last one. So, Cusera the Bone Woman. That is a broken item. So for that, don't have a lot of broken items in my collection, but I'm doing the Jeffree Star Brain Freeze Skin Frost Pro Palette. And specifically, this shade Statuesque. As you can see, it came broken. I had to repress it. I didn't get that pan. Like, it just, the way I repressed it, that's how she came. So, here, let me give you a little swatchy swatch. That's gold. But it's very pretty. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it as a highlight, but if not, it can definitely be used as an eyeshadow. So, 6 uses on this guy. So next, we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And that was a product you can eat, a clean or natural beauty product. And I just got this Polite Society Greatest Lashes of All Time mascara. And they are, I got rid of the packaging, but they're clean beauty. They use all natural products. This is what the wand looks like. And this is the mascara I was going to start using next because I'm about done with my little mini that I'm using. But they use, like, beeswax, coconut oil, and all those things. They're vegan and cruelty-free and all of that. So, this is the mascara. And I'm pretty much just going to use this till the end of the project because this has a 6-month life on it instead of a 3-month life. So, even if I start it now, which is May, June, July, August, September, October. October is only 5 months, so I can absolutely... You could possibly use this. Like, it could dry out before the end of the project, but just use it till it either dries up or till the end of the project. So, that's an easy one. The Shining. That is an item you have a backup of. And I don't have almost anything that I have a backup of, so I really had to think on that one. Now, I don't have a backup of this specific product, but I do have 2 pencil black liners. So, I picked the one that I like slightly less. This is the Lottie London AM to PM black pencil liner. It is retractable. and I'll just swatch it for you because, you know. But it's nice. It's fine. I just don't use black liners very often anymore. So, but again, 6-use goal on it. The other black liner I have is a more smudgeable one, which is why I like that one a little bit more. This one just really stays in place. So if you're looking for that, it's a great black liner, but that's not what I'm looking for. Next we have the Grudge, which... an item you wish you hadn't purchased. And that's going to be from Cursed Cosmetics, and it's just not anything to do with this specific item. It's the brand as a whole, but this is the Liquid Multichrome in Pumpkin Queen, which I haven't even tried this item, to be completely honest with you. But everything else I tried from them, I don't like the brand as a whole now. But that's the shade Pumpkin Queen. It is a Liquid Multichrome. It's very pretty. But 6 uses on this. Throwing things. For It Follows. Something you can't get rid of. And that is this Trustique Multi-Stick. It's a mini highlight stick in Maldives Luminescence. I have had this thing for an embarrassing amount of time. But it's so pretty. And I really like Trustique products. And it doesn't smell. It still performs. So, like, I can never declutter it, even though I never use it. So I'm going to use it. 6 uses, in fact. For Sleepaway Camp, this one was so hard for me to pick something for. This was a product that wasn't what you expected. And I was just like, generally I really do look at products before I buy them. So I'm gonna go with the Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes, because these weren't what I expected. They are still very good, but they weren't. And this one specifically is in the shade Pride, which DW from Dub's Beauty Diary gave to me. And I like this better because it's dried out a little bit. Because the one that I have is brand new, so it's still very wet. And I don't like that texture. This one, now that it's dried down, is a lot easier to work with, in my humble opinion. Because now it's more like flakes. And it's so much easier. Look at that. And it's just instantly, it's not on the brush. It's dried. Like, I like it better now like this, so I'm waiting for mine to dry out. But that's gorgeous. So 6 uses on that. For Amityville Horror. That was a purchase that haunts you. That was getting these highlighters from Cannabis Creations. I just don't like the formula. I've given the other 2 away because I do really like this shade. This is Honey OG. But I don't like the formula on these at all. So that's the shade there of Honey OG. I'm hoping that I'll be able to pair that with this. That was my hope, but we'll see. We'll see. And last, but certainly not least, is Jaws, and that is a water-themed item. That took me so unbelievably long to try to find something that was water-themed. And I may have stretched it a little bit, but this is from Jasmine Beauty, and this is their Coastal Chic Shine Control Mattifying Primer. Coastal is water, so that is water-themed. Because otherwise I was going to have to pull in a palette, and I have so many palettes in so many projects right now that I'm just not doing it. I get a slight smell, like makeup-y smell. It's just like a clear gel-like consistency. So you can't really see anything, but that felt nice on the skin. And this is the only product that isn't a usage goal, since this is just a little mini. There's 10 mils in this. I feel like between now and the end of the project, I can finish this. So those are all my rollouts, all my roll-ins, all the good things. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of the goodness. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything of the like, please leave them down below, as I love talking with you guys there. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.